Hello to my beautiful family of light. Yes, that means you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Claudia, and I'm happy to have you here. This channel is all about humanity, humans walking this earth, being more than we think we are. In fact, we are a product of our Creator. We really are His children. Today, what I'm doing is a little bit of a review and an inner questioning of where we're at on our spiritual journey. And so, and this goes back to, I just completed a series of videos that showed you through my life, or was a demonstration of that, how I went from clueless to awareness, that there's an inner guidance system within each of us. Now, this is my story, but you all have the same access to that I do. So this was my effort to just demonstrate the ways in which this came about, became alive, and allowed me to really focus in on it, so that now it is an active participant in my life, this inner guidance system. So, and this series of videos will be just prior to this one. There are, I believe, 24, maybe 25 or 26 in the series, and each is titled, so you can kind of go through. It takes from 3.5 years old all the way up to, I think when I turned 40, you're pretty close to that anyway. Okay, so what I want to do is just really run through my mind, and hopefully yours, what it is that I was demonstrating for you in those videos. Now, in the first one, everybody who knows me knows that I ran away at age 3.5. So, when you have this built-in mechanism that says you have certain aspects, characteristics, traits to your personality, the individual that you were designed to be here, that those are going to eke out, right? It's all part of it. They shouldn't even be eking out. They should be just you being the joyful, creative, and whatever it is. And we're all different natures. Not everybody is going to have all the same characteristics and traits. That's what makes us unique and individual. But we are all children of our Creator, children of our source, God, whatever, Yahweh, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same energy of the loving Creator that is our source. And so for me, there's two aspects for me, and I want you to ask yourself as we're going through these, whether you experienced anything that you're aware of, as a trigger that turned off those traits or characteristics and didn't allow you to express them. So were you allowed to be creative, playful, joyful, expressive of who you are, or did that get thwarted and pushed down? So the opposite of that, of course, is that you are free to express yourself, which means that now you get to grow those traits and characteristics that are within you and within you, me, whatever, knowing that we're all unique, all different, right? And that sometimes, and that throughout your life, people are going to come into it. Situations are going to come into your life that are going to either encourage you in developing and being who you were designed to be. That's the teacher that says, oh, you look, you should go sing, or you should play that instrument, or we're so good in math. Let's have you, help Ruth over here, or two kids with that, to encourage that the aspect of you that is so good at that, and because life is weighted against us sometimes. And, I never was any good in math. That was not my strong suit. I'm the one that just wanted to be out there, dancing in the clouds. Or did you get suppressed? Were certain things suppressed? And in my case, when you're suppressed, you begin to develop certain characteristics and traits that are not innate to you, and that develops fear. And so fear becomes a nemesis. It's one of those things that you're afraid to express yourself because you're going to get into trouble. You're going to, you can't do this or you can't do that because it'll get you into trouble. In my case, I just withdrew. You go inside yourself. And so, because there's repercussions, right? If you're expressing yourself. And that's not, this is not a judgment, because I know at this point in my life, in fact, by my 30s, easily into my 30s, that life is to be experienced. It is so that we can utilize whatever happens to us to steer us onto the path that we should be walking. So, if you're in a job that you don't like, then the job isn't wrong necessarily. And we have a tendency to want to make it wrong, but the job isn't wrong. It's just wrong for you. It's a pair of shoes you're wearing that's too tight. And so let's get rid of the shoes. So while you've got a job that you really don't like, start looking for and asking for guidance. Steer me to this, steer me to a job that is more suitable for my nature, that allows the expression of creativity, to design or draw or, add those numbers up, whatever it is, to be able to be expressed. By the time I was in my, from the videos, by the time I was in my mid to through my 30s, was all about developing that aspect of myself. I had a lot of different jobs because I was not afraid to move. When I knew, I had an inner knowing when something was done. And I still have it. It's very strong. So then the trick becomes, okay, now what do I do with that? I know I'm not supposed to be here. I know I'm not supposed to be doing that. Oh, I shouldn't be helping that person. That person is trying to grow themselves, and doing it for them is not the right, trick to aspect of what they need from me in order for that to happen. So by the time I am in my 30s, the natural curiosity in me is overcoming fear. And fear is it's the worst thing you can do. We get stuck in fear. We're afraid to move forward. We're afraid to ask the question. We're afraid to step out of our comfort zone. And so when that happens, we lose the natural curiosity to want to know more. And if you want to know more about that guidance system, you have to begin asking. So that's where this is leading. By the time I hit my late 30s, I was able to help my mother to the other side because I began listening. Things began happening. I began asking questions, and you can't see who you're asking, but you have this knowing after you've encountered a few things. It's like, I don't know where that came from, but there's something going on here. Well, every single one of us has unseen helpers. We have a guidance team. We have a health team. We have a finance team. We have to call on that to say, help me. My son had an accident when he was in the 3rd grade, I think, got hit by a big swing, thrown into the structure and got knocked out and had headaches. And doctor couldn't resolve it. They couldn't find anything wrong. And I woke up with a knowing one morning that I needed to find a chiropractor. Now that thought scared the daylights out of me because I've never been to one, and I didn't know, what, but that nudging would not go away. And so after a couple of weeks, I asked around people and nobody had one. I went to a phone book and just looked, and there a name popped out at me. That his problem was resolved within 2 or 3 treatments. His whole atlas, the whole head was torqued, and so that took care of it. But that's what I'm saying is, by exercising your natural curiosity, step into your fear. Do not let it hold you back. Now, there's natural things to be afraid of. This is fight or flight is what we're up against, that system within us. But we're seeking harmony more than anything else. And harmony will come if that's what you want. And so in your prayers to the unseen God who's guiding us, to the guardian angels, to the health team, whatever it is, just say, help me, guide me, grant me wisdom, help me, show me, give me a physical sign, of something that tells me that you are with me. And then look for feathers. Look for feathers on the ground. They're going to start popping up all around you because the angels are saying, yeah, I'm right here. And so it's at that point you can begin saying to yourself, aha, okay, all right, you have to trust it. This is too much of a coincidence. Things keep going on like that. So what is important for you to know, because I want to pretty much end it here, is that you are creator substance. You are an energy system, and fear suppresses. It's like wrapping you in a straitjacket. You can't move. You can't breathe. You can't. It's not meant for you. We are meant to be open, expressing loving expressions of our creator here. And so dream, start asking questions. It's a free will planet. No angel can do a thing unless you ask for assistance, guidance, help. Okay, so with those things in mind, there's more. But if you have questions, if I've left off something and you want to just ask that, then please put that in. I will promise you I will respond to all those questions. And so thank you for joining me so much. I love having you here, and I love you this much. These arms go all the way around you in a massive, big hug, an energetic hug. I hope you can feel that. Be good stewards of each other and this earth. And until I see you again in the next video, be well, be safe, be happy, and know that you are loved beyond your imagining. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.